Good afternoon again, everybody, and welcome to our training for today. Now, we're going to start today by having two of my frontline people tell you what they've done, why they've become successful, how do they see the business, how do they approach the business, how do they bring in their people, etc. So I'm going to give over to Latasha. I need to get actually you guys to unmute yourself as well. So let me put you here as co-host so you can unmute yourself when you need to. Latasha and Willem, they're going to tell us this afternoon how they approach their business and what has made them successful so far, and what do they enjoy about the business and maybe what they don't enjoy. Because everything is not always about the roses. There are some thorns somewhere as well. All right. Over to you, Latasha. Ladies first. Welcome. Thank you.
Hi, Rian. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Hi, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to Willem Weyers. And this is a brilliant business. When Rian first told me about it, we were at the airport and he told me, Latasha, something is coming. I've got something up my sleeve. I said, Rian, don't you dare not tell me when you're about to talk about this. So I was like the first person, but I was in the first 10 at least. So Rian told me and I got involved immediately because I saw if I can just pay my groceries and my fuel, just those two with my cell box, then I could benefit. And I know a lot of people who are in dire straits, they are in difficult times. So I knew this is also a way for people who really battles to actually start earning an income. So I joined I paid on the 13th of April. On the 14th, I put out my first video, and I think on the 15th, we had our first Zoom call. So, and it went like that because the first video that went out, I used TikTok to tell all the people because then I traveled and I wanted as many as possible people to actually see that this opportunity is coming to us. So that's what I've done. I've also followed the instructions from Rian step by step. And that is what I also passed on to my top 10. And that's how we duplicate. Because Rian told me, Latasha, the first person I signed up was my mom. Guess who I signed up first? My mom. So I signed up my mom, the very first person, because I wanted really strong people in my top 10. Didn't completely work out like that because some people made a few mistakes when they registered and they landed there. But they're doing okay. They're doing okay. And people like Tiffany, for instance, I would have loved to have her on my first line, but then it was full. Anyway, so I also started with my mom, and everybody that wanted to join that I didn't know, I put underneath my mom. And so we grew. As I got new people, we started building. I also built for my team. I would say for my mom, obviously I built her entire team. I built for my aunt and I built for another pensioner. I built their lines, and everybody who started, I would ask them, give me your link if you want me to help you with at least 2 to 4 people. This was just in the beginning, and boy, oh boy, did we sign up people like crazy. It was like this because the people can see the value, they can see the opportunity. And soon we started getting very nice paydays on Fridays. So just in the 4 lines that I did and also the people that I helped build, I earned, and I'm not shy to say it, I like to say it to encourage people to show you that this is possible for you as well. So I earned altogether at least 25,000 Rand from the 14th of April. So that is great money with 200 Rand only. So I spent 200 Rand, but you guys, I'm not going to lie. I worked my butt off. I worked between 15 to 18 hours a day because I signed up all these people by myself, which I shouldn't have done. I should have said, Tiffany, if you want 4 people, I will give you 4 people, but you're going to sign them up yourself and you're going to train them yourself. I tried to do this all by myself, and that was a mistake. I burned myself out. But in the meantime, my network is beautiful. I'm very proud of every single person that joined us. There's a lot of people that joins on a daily basis, but I want to encourage you with one thing. Please attend the Zooms. I know you've heard Rian telling the same story a gazillion times. But you will learn as you sit in the Zoom calls. The successful people sit in the Zoom calls because they hear it all the time. When you hear the same thing all the time, it goes like it's embedded in you. Somebody asks you a question, it's like that. You don't have to, oh, let me think about it. It's like that. Come to the Zooms, attend it, be an example to your 10 people so that they can be an example for their 10 people. We can see the numbers dropping in the Zoom calls because we are not in it. If we are in it, our team will follow. You need to have the skills and the knowledge to be very successful in this business. It's actually freaking easy. People make it difficult. Just join the Zoom, do the training, go into the Google Drives. Everything is there on a silver platter. We didn't have this. Rian and I didn't have this. We designed this. We created this. And we're giving it to you. All you have to do is actually do it. So that's from our side. Enjoy it. This is actually a lot of fun. So sign up people, tell 10 people. Don't make this difficult. Just tell 10 people. Have fun.
Thank you, Latasha. Thank you so much. And yeah, I can remember some messages I got from Latasha in the evening, and she's like, Rian, that's it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I can't do it anymore. But she was helping so many people to grow. And we were right in the beginning. And yes, we were new as well. So we had to learn. And it was like, just get everybody in, but we tried to do everything ourselves. I mean, I burned out at some stage. Latasha burned out. I'm sure Willem as well, because we try and do everything for everybody and we can't. And you are the same. You can't do everything for your entire team. This is why we broke away from this massive group that I had in the beginning. We were almost 1,000 people in that group. We tried it again. We broke it off. And now we made smaller groups. And each one of you should have a small WhatsApp group, for instance, where your front people are in and those that you sign up, because obviously those came in because of you. Unless you hand them over to wherever they fall in your matrix, they will be in your little group and you look after your 10 people, because that's all you really need to do in this business is look after 10 people and get them to duplicate and look after their 10 people each, because 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 gives you your 11,110 people. But if you try and get 11,000 people, you're going to burn out. And Latasha's leg grew immensely fast. It was, I think, at the end, it was the fastest leg probably in the history of Bitcoin wise, followed by Willem and Salome and a few others. But it just grew, it exploded, and we stretched the systems. And that's also why some of you have these issues with you didn't get a pin, or this didn't happen, or that didn't happen, because we basically stress tested the system. It grew way too fast for the anticipation. My upline is Dave, and some of you might have heard his name, but Dave falls right underneath the founder of Bitcoin Wise. So it's basically there's Dave or Franz, who's the founder, Dave, myself, and then everybody flows from there. And Dave said to me one day, it was like on a Tuesday or something, he said, if we can grow 200 people this week, Franz will be happy. We grew, I think that week, like 700 people or something. It was just like unbelievable. But you get burned out. So you have to look after yourself. But at the end of the day, you just need to get 10 people, but choose those 10 people. Like Latasha, she got her mother into spot number 1. So did I, which meant I had to get an extra 10 people because I have to do it for my mother, right? Yes, she's not told a few people at the, after it, what was that, a retirement center. But at the end of the day, I built her front leg for her. I got the 2 boys in. I built their front leg for them. But I choose to do that. But other than that, the people that I got in are those that can build the business. So you can't have the lazy people in your business. And I know we're talking very general now, but this is part of your strategy when you want to build this business. Don't get lazy people in. Don't get those people in, or don't get people in just to say, oh, I've got a person in my front line, or I've got 5 or 10 people. Get the right people in. Because if you get a lazy person in, you have to do the job for them and you have to get their 10 people. And they benefit from it at the end of the day. Now, there are strategies that we can use and stuff, but at the end of the day, you basically building their business and they're just sitting back, oh, I don't feel like this anymore, but they're in your business because maybe you forced them in, you tried to convince them and they got in, and now you sit with them. Once they're in, they can't get out. unless they request to get out. Now, why would they get out? They paid their $200. They know that if you want to be successful, they need to build their leg, or you're going to build their leg. So they know that. And they just sit back and it's like, I don't care. I don't want to do the business, because you try to convince them, or you probably convince them. This is not a convincing game. This is not lick your backside game. It is, you tell the story, and you will know when that person has got that entrepreneurial brain set, and they will know, or mindset, this is an opportunity, and they will go and tell it to 10 people. If each one can do their 10 people, your business will grow faster than what you can do it by yourself. Just get the right 10 people. But I say, reserve that first 3 spots for your very close family and friends, and help them to build that. So you can have extra work, but help them, but keep that, because if you can get your parents in or your children in and you help them build, every Friday they get some money. This morning, my mom phoned me, and she's like, we just went to Clicks and we paid again with our Cellbox money. And she's like, next week they're going to buy some food. I'm building the leg for her. But every week she's getting money. Every week my stepdad's getting money, and they go do shopping. And they basically, it feels to them like free money. It's like extra pension for them. And they are telling some of the older people there, but they need the proof. And this is why I say our challenges this week was to go and shop and get your proof. I just showed I had a friend here. I showed him, and he's like, what's all this? I said, this is all my Beacon was for the last 2 weeks. Look at that. It's slip after slip. I keep them. Why? To show people it works. You can take this, page through them, and you'll see each one is a real transaction that I've paid with my wallet. It's just, there's Willem also with his. It's just another way of payment. Like Latasha said, we are making it difficult. People make this business difficult. What is this business at the end of the day? This business is about paying differently. That's it. And then we tell other people we pay different. Why can't you pay different? You've told many people in your life to do something else or do something. Go eat there. That's nice. Go buy there. They've got a special. Now we just tell them to pay different. That is the business for all those newbies here. That is our business. We just pay different. Here's the proof. It works. Here's the proof. So your job as a newbie is to fund your wallet as soon as possible. And we're going to go through a practical experience of how to do that. Fund your wallet and go and buy something so that you can see it works. And once you know it works, you just tell your friends and family, check, I'm paying differently, and this is going to become my passive income. This is my business, shopping and telling people about it. You're not selling nothing. And I can't understand how people struggle with this business when you don't have to sell anything to anybody. You just tell them, let's pay different. Let's just pay different. How difficult is that? But yeah, I had a lady this morning, one of my people, who said her husband doesn't like her doing this. She's wasting her time. I'm like, how can you waste your time? You're just going to pay different and you're going to tell people about it. How are you wasting your time? Just do it. Now, she's not funded her wallet yet. Fund your wallet and go and pay and show your husband, look, I just pay different. That's my business from now. I'm just paying different and I'm going to tell other people. So let's make it easy. Yeah, keep your slips, Elise, like you say, keep your slips and just show your people it works. That the proof is always easier than the theory. Don't try and sell the theory, because then people ask a million questions. You show them a slip and say, check this out. I showed my friend this morning. Where's this one? There's a nice big number. 1,991. It's here somewhere. And he's like, what is that? I said, well, I paid my electricity. I paid my rates and taxes. I paid my water. 1,991. I paid differently. Here it is. You can't see it probably, but it's there. Right? I showed to him. I spent 2,000 Rand on this transaction, 9 Rand change. It works. That's all I do. I pay different. That's my business now. Why don't you pay different as well? That's how easy the business is. All right, enough of me. Let's get over to Willem, and then we're going to get into some practical training. All righty, Willem, over to you. You can unmute yourself, I think.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. For those ones that don't know me, I'm Willem, and I've started the business after Rian sent me some info. And I look at everything and I said, yes, thank you, Rian, I'm in. But from day one, I treated this business as a business opportunity. Every month, I print this statement from my Shellbox earnings. My first income was 120 Rand. I've joined the 21st, and on the 24th of the 4th month, I've earned 120 Rand. I said, wow, the business worked. Wonderful opportunity. The next week, Friday, I earned 600. The next Friday, it was 800. So, what does it cost me? 200 Rand. Once off. No monthly expenses. And I just tell people, I don't work in this business. Yes, there's training that you have to attend. I attend the Zooms because each and every Zoom meeting that I attend, there's something that I learn from. Somebody that asks a question that seems like a stupid question to other people, but I realize that's something that I didn't know. That's how we learn each and every day. Do you realize that with this business opportunity, while you're sleeping, you're earning. While you're at work, you earn. Because there's people that work night shift. They go to the shop. They feel like, I want a hamburger. So where will you get a business opportunity for 200 Rand and you earn while you're sleeping? While you're at work, all the husbands, wives are in the shops and they spend and we earn. This is the best business opportunity. Just do what you have to do. Tell people. Don't try to sell. Just tell people. And you will start to earn from the simplest business opportunity. But in the background, there's big things that start to happen for us in this business. Frans Swanepoel, the owner of this business opportunity, who started it, the founder, he don't sit still. He's busy working each and every day. And he wants to create something bigger and bigger for us in this business opportunity. But from our side, nothing will happen on its own. You have to take the first step. Don't be afraid to tell people. When I went shopping, at that till point, I open my mouth and I tell that lady who's helping me, this is the best business opportunity. I get paid for my shopping. Really, sir? Yeah. So I don't keep quiet. And I assigned the manager of Shoprite here in Craddock, the manager at Clicks. I told him about the business. Sir, can I have your cell phone number, please? I want to start. So never, ever keep quiet. Never sell. You must just tell about the business. And that's it from my side. I can't live from a SASSA grant. I'm 64 years old. But each and every day, I put in my effort in my business because I ask myself, why did you start with this business opportunity? To create something bigger for yourself. And that started to happen, not only from my side. All the people in my business, they put in their effort. They shop, they fund their wallets. And that's how each and every one of us grow. If Rian upload new information immediately. I add it in my group. My people must know about everything. And that's how we all, each and every one of us, will be successful at the end of the day if we work together. Like we are bees in this business, Bitcoin wise. That'll help us at the end of the day. Thanks, Rian.
Thank you, Willem. And that's so true. It is for me as well. I'm getting closer to my 60s, and it is pension days. And SASSA is not going to get us there. Unfortunately, what can you do to, I don't know how much they get, 2,000-3,000 rand? I don't know. What can you do? On Friday, we went out. We had, what did we do on Friday? Me and the boys, we put petrol in, we bought some groceries, and we went to Spur, 1,600 rand. Now, how is SASSA going to look after us for that? It can't. So we have to build something that's going to bring in passive income. And let me tell you now, especially for those people that earlier on said they haven't got their first 3, right? I'll just pick the number 3. I could have used 5 or 10, doesn't matter, or 1 even. And you might still think, how am I going to do this, whatever? You need to think of this business as, where else will you find a business where you don't have to sell anything to a friend or family member or strangers? Where else can you make money by just shopping and to tell people you're paying different? You're literally doing something that's a necessity for you and every person in this country. They have to purchase goods. Let's pay different. They have to pay for the goods as well. We're just going to pay different. Where else can you find a business that's easier than this? You don't have to pay a monthly fee. You don't have to pay nothing. Nothing. You don't have to pay more. You don't have to buy stuff that you don't want. You don't have to sell stuff to people that you don't want. Nobody has to buy stuff from you that they don't want. All you have to do is let's go shopping and pay different. And that is why what Willem also said, and Latasha, we just tell people. We tell people about this business. I find a lot of people, when I speak to them, I can hear, even when they just tell me their frustration and stuff, is because they already, just by telling me, they're trying to convince me, they're trying to sell to me. Don't sell this business. Don't try and sell something to anybody. Tell people. It's the only business that I know where you can tell and make money instead of sell. Get that into your mind very quickly in the beginning of your journey. You're just going to tell people. And that is why we have to start living our own business, meaning fund your wallet, use your wallet. Even if you've got nobody in your business, just fund your wallet and use your wallet. Yeah, you're only going to get 0.2%. It doesn't matter. You spend $1,000, you get 2 rand. For Friday's outing, me and the boys, we're going to get 3 rand and 5 cents. I don't know, something like that. The petrol was more than that. Doesn't matter. Because as we tell people and the team gets bigger and bigger, whatever Latasha spent, and she told me how much she spent at Plex on Friday, I'm earning 0.2% of that. All those slips that Willem is waving here as well, I'm earning 0.2% because Willem is my first line. We are earning from the collective buying from everybody in this business or whoever is in your business. And that is the beauty of this business. You don't have to sell nothing. We're just going to go shopping. And I know a lot of people will tell you, oh, this is another pyramid and shit like that. Well, let me tell you what. In a pyramid, nobody can earn more than you. If you start the business, nobody in a pyramid can earn more than you because everything goes to the top. Now, I can tell you now, Latasha can earn more than me. Willem can earn more than me. That breaks already the definition of a pyramid because it depends what you put in. Latasha is one of my legs, but Latasha's got 10 legs. Yes, I earn from the first 3 levels, but the 4th level, when you saw the matrix before, the 4th level is where you make the money. That 4th level of Latasha is outside my leg or my business. The 4th level of Willem is outside of my business. I only enjoy the first 1,000 people that Latasha brings in, 1,111 people. The other 10,000 people, I don't see them. That's where the power is. That's why this is not a pyramid, because Latasha and Willem can earn more than what I earn. In a pyramid scheme, you can never earn more than the person above you. So that by itself defeats the whole thing about a pyramid thing. We are using an MLM structure without a product that we sell, but we have our digital wallet that becomes our product. We buy goods and we earn, or not we earn, the merchant earns, or Sellbucks, who provides the digital wallet. They earn a transaction fee from the merchant who you've just bought from. And that's where the income comes from, not from the members. And I know people tell me every day, I get a call or 2 or 3 on emails. Oh, this person again said it's a pyramid scheme. What must I say? Well, the one thing you can say is the person below you can earn more than you. In a pyramid, that can never, ever happen. So there's a load of things. People are negative. People have been scammed a lot. But at the end of the day, this is your business. Go out and tell people, go live the business. Live the business and talk about the business. Then you will see the success. And put yourself a goal there. Every week, just one person. That's it. Just one person. 10 weeks. Your 10 is done. But as you get people, you train them to do the same. This is a business of duplication. The power of duplication in this business is what makes this business grow. Because you're going to get that one person in this week, but you're going to train that person the same and say to that person, make sure that you get one person in. And so it will grow and grow much faster than trying to get a lot of people in and they do nothing. There's nothing worse having a business with 500 people and not one of them is spending a cent in the business. And remember, the power of this business is spending. If you don't spend, nobody makes money. You have to, even if you are the first person in this business, you have to spend. I started spending in this business before I had anybody in this business. But that's the fuel of this business. We have to spend. There's one question. I just want to go back a little bit. Who was this? Isaiah. Please share what passive income average is being achieved. Isaiah, I can't give you a number. What number do you want? Because we don't get numbers from everybody. So what is the average? I don't know. What you will earn, we earn in 2 ways. The one is when you tell people and when those people tell people, and the other way is when you spend. Now you can work out your own average. And today I'm going to share with you my spreadsheet that I've done so you can see what could be your potential income. And you can play with those numbers and you will see how powerful it is when you and your team start spending. And that hopefully would encourage you to go spending. Because if you don't spend, nobody makes money. If you don't tell, you're not going to make money. But remember, the telling part of this business is just I'll say it's like a bonus. Because the real value of this business is in the spending. That is your monthly income that you're building towards. You want monthly passive income. And you can only get monthly passive income by spending, and your team by spending. Your telling income, which you get every Friday, will eventually stop. Once you get your 11,110 people in, you will get 0 from there on a Friday. You'll get paid once a month on the 7th of the month. Getting people into the business is just like a marketing expense for Bitcoin Wise to help them to get the 1 million people and 2 million and 5 million and 10 million and so forth. You only get it once. It's the spending that brings you your monthly income. Jackie is saying, my daughter Kathleen handed 2 business cards out today. One at Vida Cafe when we bought coffee and one at Pick and Pay. Look at that. Yep. There we go. Tell people about this. All right. Good. I'm going to stop this one now because this is our motivational intro. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And now we're going to go into some more practical stuff. Are we happy with that? Let's get into the practical stuff.